Well, alrighty, everybody, welcome on in. You are watching Hypocritic GG streaming live on Twitch and YouTube. I'm Lou, some call me Cheat Speak, and we got a fun one for you here. Something a little different than we usually do, but it's different. Different's nice sometimes, isn't it? Nice to see you. This is an official co-stream for the Mix's Indie Fan Fest in partnership with, of course, the Mix Games and Digital Banditos. They were nice enough to bring us on as official co-streamers to take a look at the entire Indie Fan Fest showcase that they have here. The second one that they've done in preparation for games that'll be available and ready to be played during Steam Next Fest. So we're going to be taking a look at everything that they're going to be showcasing here, talking about it in real time, digesting it, figuring out what's most interesting to us that we're going to be potentially looking at with all of you. So we're excited, and we thank the Mix for bringing us on for this. They might be a familiar name for some, the publisher of Rugrats Adventures in Gameland, a game that we've covered pretty extensively here on the channel and loved, but their purview is obviously a lot broader and a great conduit into a lot of what the indie game scene represents and part of what makes it so cool. So chat along with us, follow along if you're so inclined, if you're watching the VOD, if you're doing this with us live, whatever the case is. We're gonna be chatting up about all of these things and again, sort of giving our own takes on it and potentially seeing what catches our eye the most. And again, a lot of this stuff will be available, if not all of it, for Steam Next Fest. A couple of surprises, a couple of fun things going on. Let's begin, shall we?
What's crackin' homies and homettes? It's your boy Justin Woodward, co-founder of the Media Indie Exchange.
Oh, there's Justin.
Indie game developer for over 18 years and curating, loving, and contributing to the culture of game development for over 15 years. It is the Mix's anniversary, and that is crazy. Today, we are back with our partners at Digital Banditos to bring you a second jam-packed Indie Fan Fest showcase. But Justin, you ask, what's this Indie Fan Fest that you're speaking of? Only
it's this that we're watching right now.
Indie game reveals and world premiere trailers to set your eyeballs a-blazing and your wish lists a-buzzing.
Take that, Game Awards.
Make sure you check out our Steam event page so you can keep track of all the titles you'll see here today. We're also doing some game code giveaways throughout the show, so look for the intro to appear right here on your screen and cop that ish before someone else gets there first.
Cop that ish, you heard him.
Before we get into the good stuff, the gushy good stuff, you know I gotta give you some shout outs. Thanks as always to our partners and developers, publishers who all make this possible. Big ups to our broadcasting partners, IGN, GameSpot, and of course, Twitch. Y'all are the best. And of course, a gigantic thank you to all of our co-streamers, our production virtuosos at the Mix, who all make these events together with skill and speed. Y'all make me look so good.
We try.
Finally, I gotta shine a spotlight on our friends and partners at Experience Studios, who devote their time to helping underrepresented game developers with an accelerator fund and industry mentorship program.
Love that.
As well as other invaluable resources. The Mix is thrilled to be able to champion the Experience Studios mission, and we appreciate everything you do for the game development community. Okay, with all that out the way, let's get into the main event, the games.
Let's do.
Kicking things off is a collection of upcoming titles that defy categorization itself.
Ooh.
We got a tactical Demon Devils Girl game, a casual coin pusher with raccoons, Aussie football, and deadly double finger guns. But first, how about a runaway train in Japan that grinds rails like Tony Hawk and Jet Set Radio? Say what?
Indie games, am I right? Whoa. Yep. Sign me up already. Tony Hawk train? Are we literally off the rails? Oh my god, what? I don't need to understand what they're saying. This says it all. This is nuts. I don't know what, like Tony Hawk, Sunset Overdrive, all of the above. I mean, I grind on Marlins every day on my commute to work. What do you do? How's the bus? Buses aren't doing this. Okay, well that's immediately on the list, I guess. that's bonkers.
I'm the gameplay director of Exanguis, the upcoming roguelike tactical RPG from Red Bull Crew. I will show you how to use the
Stark.
environment to your advantage and how preparing your actions in advance brings you closer to victory. This enemy has prepared a reaction, a skill that triggers one attack.
Vague Devil
Thanks to
May
both
Cry
the
vibes off
backward
of the art
movement,
style on this
I
one.
will avoid the damage entirely. I can choose to end my turn here.
Little, like,
and
super
push my
hot
skill
demons
to
a little
the
bit.
limit. Burst allows you to perform additional actions, but at the cost of delaying your turn.
They threw you right into this.
This is a delayed skill.
What, you don't know what plasmatic hail does? Come on.
Units, dealing damage and consuming the mark applied by Bolt Step to deal even more damage.
I believe you.
Environmental hazards are scattered throughout the level, waiting to be used to our advantage. This blood blister triggers when attacked. Using repelling thrust,
Sounds like it's gonna be
I safely
gross.
trigger the blood blister, and its explosion
Yep.
will push the enemy into the plasmatic
Less
hail
gross than
prepared by my Tempest Star.
I expected.
And now
Admirable
we are all set
restraint.
to watch the fireworks. A perfectly executed plan.
And that's it, folks. Thanks for watching. That one was, again, you know, pretty usual, expected kind of tactical RPG stuff. Broad ranges of attacks, a lot of different
Each
options,
class
and it's back.
draws from a pool of highly synergistic talents, while also sharing a common pool of versatile talents. The Veritor specializes in time manipulation. Break the timeline enough,
Spooky
and your
looking.
enemies may never get a turn.
That's
can't
what we
wait
love
to
when
see
you
the
when you
strategies you'll discover using this
get gated off by your opponent to the point where you never get to move. Who even cares? Feet are overrated anyway, right? Little nubs. That's the way to go. Clearly so powerful they don't need feet. Nubs are plenty in this case, it seems. Very stark. Very angry. With blood in the title, it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? I won already? I mean, I'm all for unlocking special points, so you know what? Have at it, man. So we're trapped in one of those arcade machines, yeah? Get tokens, I can get my like 5 Kit Kats at the end of the day. Trade it all in for prizes. It's the inherent addictiveness of just collecting shiny things and watching them trickle down to you. That's those games, you know, hooks in real life. Rack coin. Oh, coin pusher. I mean, I love me a good pun, so that's, we're gonna have to make a note there. Pro Jank Footy. I was like, am I reading that right? Someone sat in a room and was like, this game, this half football, half soccer affair. Footy. Well, soccer, football, pretty commonly referred to as footy, so it's not actually a surprise. It's still always funny to hear. Oops. See, there you go. Case in point. Foot sells itself. So it's some crazy NBA Jam fever dream on a soccer pitch with rugby and field goals. title alone makes you wonder. A little bit of a tonal shift, right? So the gray has gotten a little more docile. I wonder which one's Liam Neeson. For some reason, it gives me God Save Birmingham vibes. I don't know if that's actually in alignment with how that game looks or plays at all, but that's what I sort of think. So we are RTSing very deliberately here. The Wolfmen... It's nice of them to take their time and attack one by one. As we know, the most effective way to take down a protagonist is to have a large group stand back and let them attack one by one. Fight Life Vanguard. Okay.
I just thought, this is brilliant. This is absolutely spectacular. You take on the role of a manager of a Division 4 team in 1980, and you have until the year 2000 to take them through to the top flight of football.
You can really feel that you are
20 years.
90s manager on your desk,
Did the math for
making
you.
those critical choices.
Panini stickers in those days. I eventually became a Panini sticker, which is lovely. Honestly, it's all coming back to me.
It was not, let's just recreate a modern thing, but with old bits. It's like, how can we go back and give someone that vibe that they're there at that moment in time?
You can build your
That
own stadium, you can fire stuff, you can hire
accurate
stuff,
retro vibe
sell
so in
merch,
right now.
Call the press, the bank. There's
What is
so
it about
much
the
things to do in the game?
You get to play through
green
a whole season
text on a
gameplay in
CRT
about
that just
90
does it
minutes.
for you, huh?
You can either do that as the same team and take them all the way there, or you can unlock teams along the way and transfer and take them up.
I went on and played. And playing on the pitch was Jeff Hurst.
Now this is
George
not
Best,
pro kick footy,
Bobby
right?
Moore,
This is something
and
else.
Eusebio.
It's incredibly exciting to see what the team have put together.
Very much so.
I'm so proud of where this little tiny idea started and where it's ended up.
Nutmeg. So, deck building, card-based esports manager or sports manager game? NFL head coach, but not.
To hit a half pipe with a Japanese bullet train, that looks so.
It honestly does. Not even
Welcome back. If you're
Not
just
even hiding my
joining us,
excitement for
this
that
is
one.
the
Genuinely, that's a
February
standout.
2026 Indie Fan Fest brought to you by the Media Indie Exchange and Digital Banditos.
Hi,
Stick
Justin.
around because immediately after the show, we have a Black Voice and Gaming showcase that is going to be hype. You do not want to miss it. But right now, it is our free key giveaway. Check out the QR
Ooh.
code. It's only going to be up momentarily. It's right here.
Scan it quick.
I don't even know where it's going to be, but it's
Or
gonna
rewind 10
be.
seconds.
A couple more during the show.
You can do it.
Definitely peep it and keep yourself tuned in. Now post up for some delightfully cuddly and cozy Sims
Ooh.
that keep things fun and chill. You can run an indie record shop or thrift store, start a floating farm with a dinosaur friend, or play
Oh.
hide and seek with some cute kitty cats. Who loves kitty cats? Over here, over here.
I know what
love
Sarah's
kitty
playing this
cats.
weekend.
Let's roll the tape.
Roll the tape. Cozy time.
Hey there! As Repeat the Record newest employee, each day starts with getting the shop ready and hearing the latest drama from your colleagues.
Naturally.
Then it's time to welcome in the wonderful endearing customers. Despite their mostly friendly appearances, they will keep you on your toes with their charming but often vague final requests. Your job
Customers.
is to decipher their perfect music recommendation by looking through all possible clues.
There's
The
some
store's records, social media,
fun, edgy alternative vibes on this one, huh?
hidden within the environment and on the customers themselves. Once you think you have deduced the right album, you will bring it up on the till and get a rating from the customer based on how well you have matched the request. Sad, meh, okay, or right. Thanks for
Sad.
listening, and make
You ever
sure
just
to
walk
check
into a
out
record
what's
store,
happening
ask for
this
something
week.
super vaguely, predictably not get what you ask for, and then you're sad about it? What a world we're living in. You can't tell me what to do. Take this order to hotel guy. Mick thinks he's all that. What's your deal? Isometric Pennsylvania road simulator? Oh, yeah, well, you know what? Brilliantly done. Every car you own has to be a submersible. It's freaking what? Don't just tease me like that. Oh, it's spooky. It's freaking spooky. I see. Yeah, that'll get you. It's an interesting mix. It's got, you know, very delineated pixel art for its environment. It's got the kind of lower res 3D, but not really lower res. It's an interesting art style. You didn't need to sprint here that much. Make up your mind. Truck full. What else would you use your pickup truck for? Collector's Cove. Dory from Super Mario 64. If you've ever wanted to live out your dream of building a civilization on the back of Dory, that's it. Or whatever the dinosaur is in like Hazy Maze Kit, whatever. Floating farm. Stardew Valley on the sea? Is it true? So is she like your tugboat? The little dinosaur? Yeah, I guess so. Well, that's cute. And coming soon. That's under a month from now. Ah, the honky ponky. A konbini worker's life is devoid of any color or variety. To tell you the truth. I used to think so too, but then there's going to be wacky misadventures, aren't there? Hijinks. Oh, we know how this goes. Convenient simulator. Builds community. That's nice. Take a break from your real world job by doing a virtual job. That's a nice sentiment, though. There is a lot of that sort of community and importance placed on the conveniences in stores like this, especially in Japan. You watch like Paolo from Tokyo and Tokyo Lens and a lot of YouTube channels that I like, and you get that sort of vibe where people rely on those for like their everyday meals. A lot of people live in units that are so small they don't have kitchens. So that's an interesting take. I'm sure that'll resonate a lot with people in that that geography especially. I found the cat. That's all I need to do. See, if it were that easy to just explore the pyramids, I feel like Giza tourism wouldn't be such an issue. Custom city, so I can have Cairo and Paris and LA and Shanghai all rolled into one ridiculous, yes, maybe so. Where's Fish? I love, you know, every summer I go on vacation to Where's Fish. Surprisingly, not a lot of good seafood. Maybe that makes sense. Hidden around the world. That is indeed an ogre pixel.
Run
got
your
that right.
very own thrift shop in Thrifty Business.
Aw.
In our next Fest demo,
Again,
you'll
so
be
in
able
right
to
now.
dip your toes into running a small second-hand shop for the first time. Grow your collection of pre-loved treasures and decorate your shop as you go. You'll be able to expand your store so you have room for all the items you discover, customize these new spaces to your taste, and unlock more and more furniture along the way. Which style will you pick? Open your shop and watch your customers roam around and discover their next favorite thing. Get to know them through conversations about their lives and different items they're looking for.
Again, community vibes through a
events for the local community to
shared
get
experience in a
people with the
key
same interests. Every
key
day
retail
will hold
space.
some new stories. Try the demo now.
I like how they just kind of totter around. If I better be able to eat the cookies. You're gonna tease that in the trailer. Oh my God. Luigi's Mansion's got nothing on me. It's giving moving out. It's so giving moving out. We had to think about it. Cleaning simulator meets moving out. I can dig it. And meets Luigi's Mansion. I think Luigi's a little more effective at clearing the ghosts out. Well, don't spray the cat. I wish vacuums were that effective in real life. If I could just suck all of my personal belongings and years worth of trash and refuse and garbage into a knapsack-sized deal, that would be a life changer. Truly.
Hi, we
Hi.
are Imago Entertainment, and we would like to introduce you to our game Train Jumble. In Train Jumble, you
More
first
trains.
build your train by placing cool modules such as a bar or a snack machine, and then use
I
these
do like cool modules.
to satisfy your passengers' desires. It's important to plan the layout of your train strategically, because in the second step, you then need to sort the
Hashtag
passengers in your
support
train
trains.
so everyone
Just
is
generally, we
happy
love
with
infrastructure.
themselves. And if you have lots of cute and happy animal passengers,
Group
in the
transit
train,
is good.
these passengers will give you money with which you can buy new modules.
Even
and
animals
continue
need
to
trains.
explore
See how much
Europe.
more efficient
However,
life gets?
Train Jumble isn't done yet. There's still a lot to do, especially content-wise, which is why we are launching a Kickstarter campaign. Here you can support us in finishing Train Jumble, get cool exclusive backer benefits such as naming a train station, and also show us that you're really interested in our game. So follow us on Kickstarter and wishlist on Steam.
Well, there you go. We love a premiere. So much cozy. The ecosystem-based cozy games are always interesting. Are they just... Tell me they laid that over their browser in the background. I would need a little more... Let's get a little more detail on that, maybe. It reminds me of something like Kamaeru, right? That we've covered on the channel before, those ecology-focused kind of simulators and cozy games. Almost kind of growing into its own subgenre of cozy, with more emphasis on, you know, tending to the ecosystem, making sure the wildlife is okay, supporting it somehow. Shack on Stilts simulator? Those are strong stilts. Live anywhere. Anywhere can be a home to build into if you try hard enough. With enough stilts and support beams, anything is possible. How scenic. That looks fantastic for the foundation. Shantytown, that's the appropriate name. Putting a lot of stuff on the back of animals here.
Hello, I'm Serge.
Hi, Serge.
Author of Froggy Hates Snow.
Oh, it's Froggy Hates Snow.
A survival roguelite about digging through snow.
We've poked at
finding
this one before.
treasures, and making back before the cold or something worse gets you.
I mean, I would argue the cold
Starts the same way.
is pretty bad
Froggy's heat pot.
for poor Froggy.
From there, you'll head out into the frozen world, driving through fully interactive
That's
snow
also
to
me.
find resources.
Wading through the
Weighing up risk
The
versus
blizzards we've been
reward,
getting this winter.
How far you push out, when it's time to run back, warm up, and upgrade. You need to choose your upgrades carefully though, because not everything is as it seems in the frozen desert.
If Froggy hates snow, why Froggy so deep in the snow?
With new monsters and boss level threats emerging with each wave. Whether you favor brute force or clever tech,
I do love the art style. Anytime you lean into that, the soft kind of delicate nature of snow and kind of build your art style around it, I love it.
A creature master leaning on friends to do the heavy lifting. Or just a curious frog wandering through the snow in game's monsterless peaceful mode. There is a brand new demo on Steam right now. If you enjoy it, please consider adding Froggy to your wishlist. Froggy Hates Snow releases on Steam and consoles in March.
A lot of these are quite soon, you know, a matter of weeks for many of these, which is great. The immediacy is really good. So coverage at an event like this is obviously very helpful.
Man, who would have thought that, you know, power washing sims and cleaning up digital chores would be like part of this era of video games and be so fun. I struggle to keep up with my laundry and be on point, you know.
It's a real life simulator.
Now it's
Working at the convenient, cleaning up the apartment.
With seriously scary vibes, along with some action titles that bring the fire and fury. So hold on.
They really like those effects behind
your
them.
butts. Here comes some horror and slasher games that are sure to make you sweat and quicken your pulse. Bust the video. Sweating already, you know what I'm saying? Sweat.
Cozy time's over, folks. We're going aggro. And spook. Oh, please no. Yeah, that's... Oh, it's a lovely time. Where is this store? Why is it here? 7-Eleven in hell? Is that what this... Okay, yep. The more eyes, the friendlier it is. Serve or die? Is that what's happening? Oh, okay, yeah. Threaten my family. Fire me? Do you get sucked out the airlock? Oh, good. Yeah, well, pretty much. Could have told you that one. Well, we are in the spooky section, so. Pretty.
I came here because of your message.
I'm sorry I misled you.
These woods, they shaped me. I walked them with our grandfather, but now something is off. You are gone, and the forest is keeping its secrets. If I want answers, I must survive. Out here, survival comes first. You craft what you need, listening to the forest pace. You hunt, because you must. You gather what the land offers. Every stone, every branch matters.
Hold your wood, like so.
Niin metsä vastaa, kuin sinne huudetaan. The forest answers as you call.
So real
It breathes.
hardcore Survivor Man level stuff here.
It remembers.
Well,
It answers.
I don't remember that episode of Survivor Man,
Stories were
but
true. I am not alone. I
Mana
never was.
among the trolls? They took everything from you. there's a hard pivot. Now they will pay. fighting game juggles with swords. You'll love to see it. Very, very hack and slashy, huh? Well, they did take everything from you, so hacking and slashing is very important. Soul Quest. Why not? So don't take everything from anybody. That's the rule, kids. Pretty. Some bullet hell shooty. Is it 3D bullet hell? Is that what we're looking at here? In Next Fest. Luna Abyss. Very imposing name. Yeah, so 3D bullet hell style.
Hi, we are Giovanni and Matteo,
Hello.
creators and developers of Voucher.
I'm trying not to do that every time. So I'm like, hi, I'm this person. Hello, person. But you wanna say hi to them, greet them
The
appropriately.
idea behind the game was to create something like Resident Evil, but with turn-based combat.
Turn-based?
which
Well, I see
focuses
that with
more
the
on decision-making and
police
weapon
truck
action,
and the
but
tank
we
walking.
didn't want to lose the tension created by survival horror games.
Each combat in Vultures is a tactical one. You need to be very careful
Fire
about
legs.
the position of the enemies.
Fire my
and
legs if I
your
could.
action points.
Fresh legs.
You only have one character and your resources are limited, so you need to read the environment and use your equipment in a smart way.
Sure.
In this case, Amber used this Molotov to create a burning floor and then use
The great thing about Molotov cocktails too is they always create a very predictable 3x3 grid when you throw them, so you know exactly what's gonna happen.
Used to jump long distance.
They definitely have that OG Resident Evil 2 style though.
And you can combine that with other maneuvers like switch places, for example, or push enemies to the void.
The isometrics, the animation.
One of our biggest inspirations.
This door has a damn chain.
Games from the PlayStation.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Particular Resident Evil and Silent Hill.
And that is readily
We
apparent.
like this aesthetic a lot, and we try to create scenarios that tell us stories and invite the players to explore them.
It's pretty effective, I'd say.
There are different types of enemies, like the Blind Hunter, which can inflict status effects on players, like bleeding or blinding. Other ones hide underground, or can cure their allies, or can make them stronger. And the idea behind this is to offer players different types of combat situations.
As an scavenger, you need to collect resources during your incursions. You can collect weapons, explosives, and healing packs. There are different types of weapons. Melee weapons let you deal damage without spending resources, but they put you in a risky situation. In contrast, firearms are powerful and safer, but the ammunition is limited.
You could put this up as, you know, some long lost Resident Evil RTS from
Our demos available
that
now,
era,
so
and
we
it would
can
be
avoid
very
find the key to
convincing.
Salento Alley Salvation.
It seems like there's reasonable depth in it too. It's interesting. Bam. Again, it is nice of everything to just kind of stand there and let you plan your actions out. Vultures. Made by Team Vultures. We love a synergy. I thought that was the title of the game for a hot second. Co-op. Up to 4 players. I mean, nail on the head, huh? Ooh! Okay. Not the kind of roulette I'm here for, but seems like they don't have a choice. Damn. How did this happen? This is the worst game of poker you'll ever play. Yeah, I mean... Explain yourselves. How have we gotten into this situation?
Dearest Uncle,
Me?
I don't know when you'll receive this letter, or if it will reach you at all. Still, I write so you might share in what I've discovered here. This island
Inky.
feels as old as time. Its people intriguing,
Yeah.
resilient. Yet there's something I cannot grasp. Something
What's that?
beyond my understanding.
Sketched out Victorian
If you do journey here,
shipping town shanty style.
barter for knowledge as well as supplies.
Sherlock Shanty meets the Kraken, I guess. Jeez.
Ambrose, we'll be together soon.
Oh, please don't duplicate your heads.
Yikes. I knew that retail games were bad, but that first game made working at a local mall look like a dream job.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
The Room Simulator is now...
I love they just come out of that whole sequence. Yikes.
I mean, thanks to Clover Pit, and I love it. Let's bring the temperature down a bit and buckle up for some adventure and narrative games that spin unique stories with original characters set in wonderfully wild and whimsical worlds. Yes, I said it. Wonderfully wild and whimsical worlds. Thank you, Matt, for writing that. Can you say that 3 times
Alliteration
fast? Forget it. Let's just jump into the trailers, guys.
is my best friend. Let's get some exclusives. Why not? It's important to do. Aw. Hello, dog friend? Question mark. We're digging out of snow again. People were just very chilly making all these games. There's Fort Shadow, world premiere. We got some world premieres for you. How you doing? He's just tumbling around. He's just a little guy. Digging and chopping and look at him go. This looks adorable. The hippo thing. No, it's a little dog guy. There's a bunch of trailers for it. There's so much happening here. It's cozy narrative snow dance time. Aw. Moomin Troll. Winter's Warmth. April. Like I said, a lot of these are coming relatively soon. A lot of them in a matter of weeks. So you get a taste for this and you don't have long to wait. That one looks really cute.
I need you to relax and free your mind.
That's very concerning.
My wife and I ever spent at Everhard Manor.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart.
Scavenger hunt. She loved it. Wait, there's something wrong in this memory.
Quick, before I forget.
The Animus comes for us all. Hello.
Are you Evangeline Drayton? That's right.
I believe you wanted to ask me some questions, right?
Evie finally arrived at Everhard Manor. She had been waiting for months to talk with the
Manors have intrigue inherently built into them. I think it's illegal to build one without the promise of like decades of intrigue.
A key.
And preferably, you know, in the 1800s or early 20th century. But they had a telephone. I don't know.
As she descended the stairs, a thought struck Evie.
Working both jobs from home today. Schedule flexibility is important for it. That's...
No, don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Vacation days exist for a reason. Call of the Elder Gods. Well, that looks very different than than the manner we were just in. So it goes a little Destiny on us, maybe. Yeah, okay.
Fishbowl is a narrative game about dreams, grief, and hope.
I believe you.
Rediscover your memories and find your way into the present in this intimate experience where slice of life meets surreal.
I do love slice of life stuff, generally.
In Fishbowl, you play as Alo, a 21-year-old who gets her first job in a new city and lives by herself while grieving her grandma's death.
Aww.
In this gameplay video, we take you through Alo's dreams, memories, and how everyday tasks impact her daily mood. The choices you make will affect the journey that Alo takes.
Dehydrate and die. Damn. No, that's a really interesting concept. The
As
sort
a video
of
editor, edit files with a fun matching game.
Oh, she's
meet
an
your
editor?
coworkers and support each other in doing the best you can.
that sort of slice of life approach of just going through the mundane elements of your day-to-day life while saddled with that sort of grief, that's resonant. Definitely had plenty of that. When you're in that situation, office worker Stardew, but a lot sadder, it
Friends and
seems.
coworkers help cheer you on and keep your loneliness at bay.
It seems a lot heavier.
You get to have conversations with branching dialogue,
Aw,
and the
with
choices
Mom.
you make might affect your story, and perhaps theirs too.
this one's
Experience
cutting a little
Alo's
close.
daily life and rediscover memories of Alo's childhood by sorting through her late grandmother's things.
Ah, man. Actually, a little emotional. This is really interesting. So, again, I was saying really resonant because still something I candidly carry with me when my grandmother passed away a couple years ago, and she was basically my second mom. So this exact sort of situation is very, very resonant.
In the form of a magical talking fish
Of
from her childhood.
of course.
With Poplet as her companion, Alo unravels the threads of her past, giving way to a new future. Fishbowl is a warm and cozy story about living in isolation, nurturing friendships, and understanding grief.
Wow.
And remember, no matter what, you got through the day.
I can't even really make jokes about it. That seems pretty.
Player updated demo out
pretty
now
profound.
on Steam and PlayStation 5.
Wow. Yeah, those are really challenging topics, and it's subject matter you got to handle really delicately. But because it is so resonant and impactful for so many people, you're right. It is so helpful. It almost would you describe it as like a therapy sim? Yeah. There's a lot of value in that. People can find that sort of comfort in places and ways they may not be able to otherwise. So that one was really interesting. It feels a touch Last Guardian here, doesn't it? Kind of adventuring around, climbing around these artistic spaces. The kinds of games you can only get by indie devs you love seeing. Well, that's the whole point of the exercise here, and I mean, why I was happy that we were able to co-stream this. Thanks again to the Mix and Digital Banditos. We talk all the time about how creative and flourishing the indie space is and really has become over the past, decade plus. You've seen that presence grow. You've seen interest in it grow as maybe people in the, who normally would just engage with like AAA or AA games, they get a little tired of what's on offer there. They want something fresher. They want games like these that take risks and implement mechanics and focus on things that otherwise wouldn't sell to the 20 million people that you need to sustain a modern AAA experience. So there's so much value in the indie space, potentially more than there's ever been, in terms of the subject matter it explores, the gameplay mechanics it can play with, the bang for your buck element of it as well, where not everything has to be $70 or $80 to be creatively fulfilling and fun and interesting and important for people. So events like this are great, and that's, again, why I'm glad that we were able to kind of get on board with this, and that we'll have the opportunity to explore a lot of these later this weekend, if you're watching this live, where we'll, you know, stream some of these Steam Next Fest demos and spotlight a few of these that we found most interesting. It's very cool. And these sort of events and companies that focus on these kinds of titles, giving them publication support, giving them the logistical expertise and the ability to reach a wider audience at all, there's a lot of value in there. Planet of Lana 2, coming March 5th. See, so many of these too. And again, it's great timing where, you know, you see these trailers and in a matter of a couple of weeks, it's, you know, fully in your hands and playable. So it's fresh in your mind. It's easily accessible. Another coffee shop, retail store simulator. Cozy vibes and people with a story to tell in the retail space, and the lo-fi piano and synth and drums. Bonding in that shared space. Kind of focusing on that in particular, where there's a lot of games in the showcase so far that have that sort of emphasis of a you know, small group of people coming together in a cozy, you know, familiar environment that people in maybe like a local neighborhood rely on or find really familiar and satisfying. There is that kind of sense of connection and that desire for the connective tissue that, even, you know, so far away from the pandemic, a lot of people just long for and miss, and have maybe struggled to find in their own lives, so they can, you know, get a little bit of it. Fun little hiccup there. Apologies. The Magic School Bus ain't what it used to be. Got him. Flashing back to Horizon Journey a little bit. Not exactly. Atmosphere. Again, I love a pun. We love the alliterative stuff. That's like an instant hook in for me. Fallen Tier. The Ascension. We have, in fairness to this one, we have attempted to look at this at least once or twice, and logistics and timing have just prevented us from doing so. But it's been on our radar, and it's been at major trade shows. I think PAX East or PAX West, at least in the past year, we've seen it and it's been available. So this one does intrigue, and I wish we did get to take a look at it when we wanted to. again. You're gonna get it soon. The sunny side. So many games. Nintendo Direct, eat your heart out. More hacking and slashing. Was everything taken from this guy too? Will they all pay? Very artsy. Very artsy. Honestly, a lot of these games kind of live and die by their art style alone, right? That's what often hooks people in. So much so they're making a second one, I guess. I will admit ignorance there, not familiar with... I was not familiar with your game, quite literally, Nocturnal. And you're seeing a lot of these games are up with demos available now. I forget whether Steam Next Fest has actually started. Yeah, Stardew Rome. Stardew Acropolis. That's exactly where we are here. So a lot of these you can go play right now. If they intrigue you, if they pique your interest at all.
Planet of Lana when we produced the Thunderful World, hosted by Mark Hamill, and the sequel is looking so sick. I can't wait for that one. Moving on, it is time to sharpen our swords and put on our thinking helmets because we've got a group of RPGs, tactical games, and strategy gems that are for gamers with both brains and brawn. Set your sights on a collection of card battlers, dungeon crawlers, and turn-based titles.
We do love our card battlers here.
Shooting and shooting all night long. Give me them trailers.
Give me them trailers. He knows what the people want. Time for you to learn another card battler meta. There's only one of me. How many card battlers must I battle? That's the eternal struggle, right? Where do you focus your time in business terms? Where do you put your cycles? Only so much bandwidth, but it's true. I mean, we've been cranking away on a lot of things, and I'm basically like creatively maxed out between now and the end of the month. Something going on every day. The curse of being the card battler extraction shooter guy. Those are not my only two hats that I wear either. It's but it's a backpack I shoulder with pride. Always has been. Well, here's your randomly generated card battler dungeon crawler that's maybe not as body horror grotesque as Winnie's Hole. So, Dark Cards of Candlewood. Exclusive. I do love the graphics for this FanFest. The animated painting style. All right. Rural Horror Doom. Dungeons of Dusk. I can't hold all these lines. Why can't I hold all these lines? For the record, Steam Next Fest officially begins February 23rd, which is Monday. So I said we were going to do a lot of this weekend. Might have to bleed into early in the week, depending. Maybe a little preview with some titles that are already available throughout the weekend, but we'll see. Or it's multiple live streams next week. Oh darn, whatever will we do?
Give me your memories and I will give you your desire.
Oh, all right.
Time.
Yep. I believe you. You were very prominent about it. I believe it with the boats. That's upsetting.
It's just bones, rust, and a paycheck, if you're lucky.
If you're lucky.
Out here, if it crawls, buzzes, or bites, you kill it. These days, it's cheaper to throw mercs at monsters than to armor the train. Orientation? Yeah, it's called Don't Die.
It's called Don't Die. Good luck, have fun, don't die. This looks a little different than the movie. Whoosh!
Evolve.
Was it a good movie? I have not indulged yet.
Survive.
Desert Advance Wars? Train. A lot of trains. This is like the 3rd or 4th train. What? Australia did it! Tactical reverse bullet hell. Uh-huh.
Hey there, Employee 47.
Hi.
I'm James.
Hi, James.
Welcome to your first day at Spring Loaded. You might know our previous game, Let's Build a Zoo, but you'll be working on our latest project, Let's Build a Dungeon. It's a management sim about developing an MMORPG and running the studio that's making it. First up is
I don't remember
Campaign,
signing
a
up for
full
this
simulation
job.
of
Where
what
was
it's
the offer
like to
letter?
make and release your very own video game. Not only will you be building the perfect RPG to keep your virtual players hooked, you'll be negotiating with shareholders, hiring and firing staff, and navigating the entire games industry. Campaign mode offers a window into our jobs as game
The
developers.
Sims get ever more layered and going deeper. You can probably build a game within the Game Studio Simulator, and then that game's about building a game.
Stripped away the
How deep does it go?
elements to deliver a streamlined experience focused on the joy of creation. Playing alone or with friends, draw from a deck of development cards and vote for your next unlock as you try to build the greatest RPG you can with the hand you're dealt. Of course, some players want complete creative control, so we're giving full access to all of our game-making tools in creative mode, without any studio management gameplay and everything unlocked from the very start. You can build anything you like. A cozy farming sim, a brutal enemy dungeon crawler, or try mixing genres together to create something unique. You can upload the games you make for others to experience in Dungeoneering mode. This is where you'll find games made by
very
other
elaborate.
players and developers like us at Spring Loaded. You can download and play any of these experiences, and they might even give you inspiration for your own games. Okay, so that's a brief summary of Let's Build a Dungeon. It's a management sim, a world builder, a game creation engine, and a commentary on the games industry.
Wow.
Any questions?
I mean,
Are you even listening?
I tried. That is loaded. That is spring loaded. Okay. That's welcome in, I guess. Indie Mario Maker looked cool too. It goes a fair bit beyond that, doesn't it? The squad bites back. Wild tactics, see? I love how a lot of these trailers just launch you directly into what's happening with like no rev up or wind up at all. That blood-based one early on where it's just throwing every tactic at you and it's just you better have that tribal knowledge coming in. We're not waiting around for you. Catan? No. Demo. Not final. Oh. Ever dream about... Here it is. An esports team manager? Oh my goodness. Sign real players. Negotiate contracts. Manage finances. Build your roster. Watch matches unfold in a 3D simulation. So it's Rainbow Six Counter-Strike? Or it's just straight up Counter-Strike? I thought I was seeing some AI generated faces in a lot of that and avatars, which is not ideal. Esports Manager 2026. We've truly come full circle on this, haven't we?
I found a game
Did you?
controlled by some strange magic. I lost many times. Discovered many secrets of the game. But for whatever reason,
Playing all these kinds of sims should count as manager skills for job applications. Well, there was one earlier, the almost like Japanese Korean convenient employee simulator. You're just doing the job at that point. You are actively like taking a break from your job by doing a job. It's the cat drawing on paper over the face for me.
回合结束时，分数高的一方会对分数低的一方造成等同分差的伤害。就这样一回合一回合推进，直到一方生命值归零为止。嘿，说到棋盘，那怎么能少得了棋子呢？游戏里的部署牌可以让你在棋盘上放置各种建筑，为你提供强力效果。比如这个部署狂潮图腾。 I
like that the game seems to be in active development in the background while he's talking about the game. That's fun. It makes it real. It reminds you exactly how people are plugging away at these sort of things. That it's just like their personal gaming PC in a corner of their room. That is the reality of indie game development for a lot of teams. It's not The Office. It's not, you know, some slickly produced space with, you know, a ton of procedures and teams to work through. You're just like sitting there with your PC in the corner.
而 Red 是一名侠客，他可以召唤剑魂作战，每个剑魂都会复制他的招式并触发额外效果。每位英雄都有75张以上的独特卡牌，组合空间非常大。
It's a good variety of these card builder oriented games and what sort of how, you know, each one leverages those mechanics differently. That's always a mechanic that I love to see. And the sort of inherent randomness it provides, the scalability of what you're able to do when is often really fun. TCG nerd likes card playing mechanics in games. No way. Yes, you can trust us. That's my new sign off. Not stay fresh, cheese bags. Thanks so much for watching. Yes, you can trust us. It's a lot of errors. Am I dead?
Welcome to Gridbeat, a rhythm-based dungeon crawler.
Oh, yes.
Everything moves to the beat.
Oh, you're speaking my language.
While inside the mainframe, you'll have to move and act in time with the soundtrack.
I'm a mainframe. I work on mainframes for a living. How do they know this is exactly what it looks like inside?
During your adventure, you'll allocate memory.
I'm gonna go into the office tomorrow and open up the display models we have just to watch this game running.
Spaghetti code with slash. Find secrets using trace, and temporarily disable enemies with crash.
I love the idea. It is a Unix system. I know this.
Into deadly hostiles during your journey, such as the
I love that scene.
The Minotaur will chase you through levels, and if it touches you, your connection will terminate immediately. The Minotaur can be delayed by using the track program, which halts its progress for a few seconds, giving you a chance to make your escape. Your greatest challenges come from the Cybermind bosses.
Andros.
Formidable encounters that push your hacker skills to the limit.
Can't let you do that, Star Fox.
Servers can and occasionally do crash. And when they
True.
do, sharp instincts and
Not the mainframe, though.
are your only
Wink, wink.
path. Move to the beat or be deleted.
Damn. That's hardcore.
Coming to Steam and Nintendo
Acclaim.
Switch on March
Look at that. You remember Acclaim?
2026.
Everything old is new again. It's true.
Okay, guys, we're getting to the end of the showcase. And to reward you all for watching, here is another key blast.
Oh my goodness.
Explosions everywhere. There's a QR code.
He went
here.
full Dragon Ball.
There's a QR code here. Grab
Scan
it.
it.
Snapshot,
Scan
grab
it.
your old ass camera and do that. You know what I mean? Boom. Gone. Okay, so since we're getting to
Rewind
the
10 seconds. Cheat the system. Is that Sonk back there?
of upcoming and unreleased indie games. If you're just tuning in, this is the Indie Fan Fest Showcase, brought to you by the Mix and Digital Banditos. I am your humble host and master of ceremonies, Justin Woodward. Don't forget to head over to the Indie Fan Fest event page on Steam to see all the games we're featuring today, and hit that wish list button on whatever you want to add to your collection and play those demos when they are available. Coming up next, we're gonna pump your veins full of adrenaline with an assemblage of action, fighting, and brawling games that will pop off and bust you in the face with their powerful pixels. I'm just kidding. It's a metaphor, guys. Guard your grill, because here comes some
We will get to the point someday where VR and AR, XR games are immersive enough. It's gonna punch you in the face. You have to sign a waiver before you start playing. I give it 10 years. Back to the PS1. Isn't it amazing how technical limitations become creative choices down the road when you're no longer bound by how the platform works? The warp. We look back on the warping and the stretching and the pixelation of something like the PS1 so fondly now, which I just find fascinating. A lot of people feeling that late 90s PS1 N64 nostalgia, huh? Isn't that the whole point of Silent Hill? There was so much fog because of the technical limitations. Yeah, exactly. Camera angles being static, draw distances being so limited, how textures were mapped and how the GPU visualized things. That all gives those games those specific looks, but it was by necessity. Some games lean into it more than others, but now you see projects like this, and it is entirely a fundamentally creative choice to replicate that style. I bring it up here too because I always find that particularly interesting, because I always found that warping and squishing really distracting in PS1 games. But it is, for better or worse, a core part of the experience, and it wouldn't be what it is without it. Whee! Help your friends! Share with your friends. Trust your friends. Steal from your friend. I was going to say, where do we get to the part where we start throwing everyone off of platforms and chance time? Support your friends? Yeah, there we go. That's more like it. The gang beats Four Swords Adventures. Kind of feels a little like that if all the links had Death Wish vendettas against each other. Oasis? It's going to be a very busy Monday, isn't it? It's the tentacles and hands from below. Do whatever this is. I only steer in style. The Gunboat God. It does feel very 2000s Newgrounds. Gunboat God. April. Now that's what I'm talking about. That was cute. Gondor calls for aid. And aid he will get. Spicier Hades. Very reminiscent of Hades. The Satanic Hades. Oh, there's cats and dogs. There's truly something for everyone. Grim Trials. Not Hades. More exclusives. What's up, Psychofinger?
Alrighty, y'all. This one stopped us dead in our tracks when it was announced as a Digital Banditos title back in October. This is Psychofinger, a surreal roguelike FPS where pointing fingers isn't just rude, it is essential. Yes, this is
They're really spotlighting this one.
about finger guns. Psychofinger is still evolving, but the core idea is already very clear. Fast, replayable FPS runs built around absurd mechanics, dark humor, cartoon.
It's literal pew-pew.
Very weird hook.
Oh my god.
Diving into short, punchy runs, experimenting with builds, and leaning into chaos. It's the kind of game that feels slightly unhinged in the best possible way. So if it looks like you're kind of weird, they're currently looking for players to help shape the game before launch later this year. You can sign up for playtesting right now, and if you're into it, wishlist it on Steam to follow the journey. Trust us, this one's worth keeping your fingers on.
With the Digital Eclipse hat and everything.
The office has fallen. A reign of misery.
The office has fallen.
All hope is lost.
Become the boss knight. You must really like your office if you're willing to... I mean, again, this is every day at work. I'm surprised how accurately a lot of these games encapsulate that experience. You must really like your office if you're willing to go to bat for it like this. It's a big place this person works at. It's the ruler tied onto something. For me, what do we have here? Ghost 11-11441. What are you critiquing? Nothing right now. We're just taking in the showcase here from the Mix and Digital Banditos, the Indie Fan Fest. So many trailers. How far have you gotten in your office's dungeon? I am the dungeon. I work in the dungeon, so I've seen every nook and cranny of it possible, down to the plumbing. I'm not. That's not a joke. A lot of repairs happening right now. Nuevo Tokyo. Everywhere's just going nuts. It's the whole city's on fire. The office is exploding. The trains are trying to kill you. Going full Sunset Overdrive. Oh my God. Why not? Haunted office. Dangerous office. Spooky office, if nothing else. I'm the only ghost there, don't worry. Well, that's good. I was hoping it, I was hoping the spectral hauntings would cease. Be nice. Chow Garden? No. Maybe. Did they ever let you put chows on the hamster wheel? I don't think so. Take that, Pal World. Take that, Sonic Adventure 2 on the Dreamcast. What is happening here? So you build your little animal experiments and go out into the Pal World, and it's not Pal World. I did saw you gooning on Furry, though. Then you are in the wrong office.
Man.
Nice try, spooky ghost in my office.
We can all use some more Mexican ninja crossovers.
I think we do need more Mexican ninja crossovers.
Well, that's a wrap on another Indie Fan Fest, courtesy of the Media Indie Exchange and our amigos at Digital Banditos. We hope you enjoyed watching over 50 game trailers for some of the hottest and upcoming indie game releases that will be hitting platforms later this year. Remember to dip over to the Steam page for your favorite titles and wish list them as well. Thank you once again to all the devs and publishers that contributed their work to this event. You are the beating heart of the indie game world. Hugs and kisses to our broadcasting partners, IGN and GameSpot, for all of their unwavering support, for all of the work we do, and mad love to the Mix team and the production folks that put these events together for the gamers of the world to enjoy. And thanks to Digital Banditos, Experience Studios, and all of the other organizations that show up and show out for the indie developers.
It's important to do.
Don't go anywhere, because we have an all-new Black Voice in Gaming event happening right after the show. It's both my honor and privilege to bring y'all some of the best upcoming titles from Black game developers community. So please stick around for that and mark your calendars. The Mixed Spring Showcase is just around the corner, streaming live on March 9th.
So much happening. It's what a busy few weeks we're having.
Another collection of new and upcoming games that are positively bursting with creativity and cool ideas. Whoa, that's only a few weeks from now. I got work to do. So until
yeah, you and me both.
on the Indie Inside alongside Track, co-founder of the Media Indie Exchange, and your host for the most, Justin Woodward. See you next time. Peace.
Deuces. Look at that. So there you go, folks. The second ever Indie Fan Fest from the Mixed Games. Thanks to them once again for letting us be an official co-sponsor on this or co-streamer on this, getting to give our kind of in the moment thoughts and reactions to everything that they had displayed. Over 50 trailers, they said, which does track. And that was a really, really meaty show. So there was a lot of really interesting stuff. So what we're probably going to do from there is, and we'll just kind of leave that up as we go here. Starting on Monday, probably once Steam Next Fest begins, we will sort through everything that we've seen here. We'll try to pick out a handful of the titles that we found either most interesting or most resonant or whatever the case is, and stream those over the course of next week. And if you want to have some sort of say or opinions on any of this, there was a lot of cool stuff. Fort Shadow is exactly right. Exclamation Point Discord is typically where we kind of do that stuff, get up-to-the-minute updates from us on everything that we have going on. We routinely poll for what do you want to see from us, and this is a great example of specific games you want us to play and comment on and get a feel for. So Exclamation Point Discord if you're interested in that. And again, we will be rolling out some streams to cover Indie Fan Fest games specifically from Steam Next Fest next week alongside the rest of our content that we're going to be spinning up throughout it. So we're going to have to leave it there, I think. But this was a really fun showcase, I think. And again, just a wide array of different genres, a ton of different content on display to appeal to basically everybody. I mean, we ran the gamut: action, brawler, horror, cozy, trauma therapy simulator, the whole deal. And so much to explore. I don't know how we're going to narrow it down to just a few to show for everybody, but we will work on it. So again, Exclamation Point Discord if you're interested in taking a look at if there's anything specific you want us to take a look at, by all means, please hit us up there and let us know, or drop a comment here in the VOD if you're watching on YouTube, whatever the case is. Appreciate you showing up for us and hanging out and indulging in all of the trailers with us. There was a lot going on here. And again, events like these are always so much fun to cover because of all of the great, work that's happening in the indie space, how expansive it is, how creative it tends to get, and how important it is for big showcases like this and publishers and outlets like The Mix and Digital Banditos to, garner that outreach, connect indie teams with resources like this to get their wares out in front of people. There are a ton of these games that would likely not have crossed our radar otherwise if there weren't programs and events like this to help people find them. So I think this is great. Looking forward to doing more of this kind of thing in the future. But for now, again, we'll be playing some of the games featured here starting on Monday when Steam Next Fest kicks off, and then that runs well into March, I believe. So there'll be a lot of time to check some cool stuff out, alongside other stuff coming up on the channel. So again, Exclamation Point Discord to get in there and start talking about some of the stuff you want us to play, or drop a comment if you're watching the VOD for what you thought was a highlight and what we should be focusing on. Thanks so much for watching. Appreciate you joining us at an irregular time and an irregular day for us, but you know what? We go where the content is and we go where the cool stuff is. So here we are. Once again, thanks to The Mix and Digital Banditos for allowing us to officially co-stream this. Thanks so much for tuning in. Stay fresh, cheese bags. We'll catch you back here real soon. This has been Hypocritic GG, streaming live on Twitch and YouTube. I'm Lusum, call me Cheatspeak, with our coverage and co-streaming chaos for the second ever Indie Fan Fest. Now we're redundant. Thanks so much for watching. Stay fresh, cheese bags. We'll catch you back here real soon.